1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2.
new fellows of the Institute. That is the highest body in the Nigerian Institute of Building. And so we will want to ask that the tradition is that we'll have a procession. And apart from all dignitaries that are seated already, I will ask that everyone else moves to the back. We are moving out of this hall. Everyone, please, let's move. Apart from the dignitaries that are already seated, let our dignitaries remain. Let's start this program. It's time to start the program. Please, we are far behind in time. Let's be time disciplined, please. Let's go to the back. Let's start the program. AGS, take it over from there. Yes. We have designated tables for our dignitaries and, of course, the senior fellows. In fellowship, there are levels. There are levels. And so, only the dignitaries, please. Let every member move out. That's the directive, please. Yes. Sorry, are you guests? You are guests. Beautiful. You are not guests. You are builders. Thank you very much. You are our guest. Yes. You are our guest. Madam,
Yes.
you are a builder.
Yes, I am. So, are we not sitting here?
No. All builders aside guests are supposed to be out there. There's going to be a procession.
All the builders or only the fellows?
Yes, I guess we are set.
Everybody, apart from the dignitaries. Everybody.
If I have go out, who might do? No. us to reserve some space. Who are winning the possession? So, yes. That's right. Let apart from those who are possessing with us, where are the fellows? Let the fellows come in. Let the fellows come in, please. Apart from those who are involved in the possession, so the fellows come in, the senior fellows come in. The senior fellows should come in. Go in, sir. Yes, sir. The president. The HGS. Yes. Are we ready now? Are we ready now? Yes, please, let's get seated. The possession is about to come in. The senior fellows, please sit. Yes. No, yes, just a minute. Are we easy possession? Are we ready? Mr. DJ, the possession is about to start now. Please, I want everyone to be seated. No moving around. No moving around, please. Everyone be seated. Everyone be seated. Please be seated. DJ. Please, let's be seated. Let's be seated, please. Let's start this program. Yes, this is the procession has started, and it's being led by the HGS. Yes, that's the procession being led by the Honorary General Secretary of the Institute, followed by the President and the Chairman College of Fellows. Yes, these are the new inductees. You see all of them. What's going on? These are the new sets of the latest fellows to be inducted. Just going. So the presidents move to the high table. Thank you very much. That's the President, Nigeria Institute of Building, and the Chairman College of Fellows. May I ask that the new inductees have your seats as the program progresses. Thank you very much. Now we have some of our dignitaries that are here with us. Some of them have been seated for some time now. And so we want to invite to the high table. We want to invite the Chairman Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Dr. Samson Okpalua, I guess will be represented here. Then we have some of our dignitaries that are already here with us. Let me invite the president on the wings, and that's Builders Ewa, to the high table. Let's put our hands together for him. And of course, the chairman of today's occasion, and that is the former Chief of Staff of Plateau State. And Mr. Noel Jonjo, if he's here, let's put our hands together for him. That's the chairman of the occasion. The chairman of the occasion, Mr. Noel Donjo. Okay, we are still expecting him. The guest speaker for today's occasion okay, I've just been informed that he has called, the chairman of occasion has just called, is by the gate. He will join us in a couple of minutes from now. And of course, The guest speaker for today has been seated here. At least I've seen her in the past 30 minutes seated here. And she must have arrived here before that time. And it's no other person than architect Professor Evelyn Alu Kankom. That's the guest speaker. Let's put our hands together for her. Let's put our hands together for her, please. She's been seated here for almost 1 hour now, or plus. Madam, you are most welcome. We are still expecting the chairman of the occasion, and I'm sure he will join us in a couple of minutes from now. Thank you very much. I learned that the chairman is by the gates. He has sent in his words. Let me remind us that this is College of Fellows program, and these are the senior people in the profession. We are still expecting the chairman of the occasion, but we are going to go on while we are still waiting for him. That's the chairman of Carbon just arriving. Let's put our hands together for him. Yes. While we are still expecting the chairman of the occasion, I think we are going to continue the program in earnest. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are going to rise on our feet for the national anthem and the builders' anthem. to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. You can say amen if you want to say amen. Let's have our seat, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the main reason of our presence here is for us to induct the new fellows of the Institute. This is very important, and so, that's my chairman. Let's put our hands together for the chairman. He would have been here before we started the national anthem, but you know, when you are hearing the national anthem, wherever you are, you must remain still there. That's the reason. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear the welcome address from the Chairman, College of Fellows, ably represented here by the Vice Chairman, College of Fellows, Builder Ojambati. Let's put our hands together for him. We are always very economical with our applause. Why now?
Good evening, my president, the Nigerian Institute of Building, the chairman, Kubon, Council of Registered Builder, the first vice president of the Institute, Builder Ewa, the invited guest, the chairman of the occasion, the AGS, all the past presidents sitting, my fellow colleagues, the ESCO of the Institute, they are all welcome to this occasion. I'm standing before you this evening to represent my chairman, the Chairman College of Fellows, Builder Barrister Ehikoya Anegbe, Justice of Peace, FNIOB, who is unavoidably absent. An address of welcome at the induction ceremony of new fellows during the annual general meeting through conference of the Nigerian Institute of Building at Christian Suite and Event Center, Jos. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the induction ceremony of 2023 new fellows being lifted to the veiled membership grade of fellows of this institute. I had to look forward to be here with you in person, having made every preparation to share this joyous moment with you, your loved ones and other members, but for reasons beyond my control. However, I am glad to be represented by my able deputy, Builder Sunday Ojambati. For our respected guests, I seek your cooperation by spreading the dawn of professionalism in our great country, Nigeria. Time has come to respect professionalism because it pays to live in safe buildings procured by professionals who understand processes, methodology of producing safe habitat than to ignorance waste lives, irrespective of its owners. Among players in the built environment, it is a notorious fact that only professional builders are trained to manage production of safe buildings. A new dawn has come today, and a new set of professional builders. Need for more hands and experts as the industry is ever growing. After a proven record of professional practice, and having passed rigorous tests of knowledge in building production without blemish. These ones have been lifted to the highest grade of membership, which is fellow. Please note that you have now become eyes and conscience of the Nigerian Institute of Building. Become a member, the Conference of Fellows, the College of Fellows. Now will not waste time to degrade anyone found to have generate the profession and institute. Fellows and leaders in respective chapters and states, it is expected that fellows attend all state and local functions, assist the state chairman, approach and attend state functions. However, do not take over the functions of the state chairman. Ladies and chairman, I appreciate your coming. Sit back and facilitate with us as the fashion grows. Thank you. Ehijo Anegbe, JP, SKR, FNIOB. Thank you.
Yes, a very big round of applause for the Chairman College of Fellow. Thank you very much. Now, the next item is for us to hear the opening remark from no other person than the President of the Nigerian Institute of Building, Builder Professor Johanna Daniel Izam, FNIOB. My President, over to you.
The chairman of the occasion, Noel Donjur, Fellow of the Nigerian Institute of County Surveying, former commissioner in Plateau State, and immediate past Chief of Staff, Government House. Let me recognize on the high table the chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Dr. Samson Opalua. Let me recognize in a special way the gender-sensitive high table. We have a guest speaker today that is a woman, a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, Architect Professor Evelyn Alu Kangum. Let me introduce also my incoming president, Builder Sir Adalton Ewa Ewa, the HGS of the Institute and the Secretary of the College, past presidents that are here, distinguished fellows of the Institute, particularly our newly admitted fellows to be inducted today. I joined the Chairman College of Fellows to welcome us to this very special evening, which is going to be a dual function in one, to have a dinner for the fellows of the Institute who are in Jos for the 53rd Annual General Meeting and Conference. I expect that a dinner will be a good moment to socialize with one another, to interact, to share ideas, and to relax also from the hectic activities, particularly since morning when we had series of technical presentations. The second part of it is to induct a set of new fellows that have been found worthy by the Institute to be invested with the position of fellows of the Institute. So having welcomed us to this evening, let me quickly congratulate the College of Fellows for the potential expansion in its membership. I'm sure that in the last 2 years, the Council under our watch has made every effort to ensure that as many qualified candidates as have applied and have shown the qualifications to rise to this highest level of membership, we have opened the door to ensure that their aspirations, their self-actualization desires are not cut short. And even at our last days in office, I'm very happy to say that one of the highest numbers of fellows that have been admitted to the Institute was during the last 2 years. I'm delighted to note that our new fellows cut across diverse backgrounds, from academia to project management, consultancy. We have contractors also in our midst. We have civil servants in their own right who have risen to various positions of responsibility in the public service. I hope that this college is one that will bring in all of these diverse backgrounds in order to strengthen the building profession in Nigeria and to provide leadership for the Nigerian Institute of Building. We are going to have a guest speaker who will speak to us on a number of themes related to the idea of being fellows in an institute. And so I want to thank all of you that have come, and I pray that we'll have a jolly good evening and we'll close on time to the glory of God. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, my president. Yes. The next is going to be the address of the chairman of this occasion. Is the former chief of staff to the government of Plateau State, and is going to give us his address. His name, Mr. Noel Donjo. Chairman of this occasion, your address, please. Let's encourage him with our applause.
The president of the Institute, Professor Izam, Professor and Builder Izam, the guest speaker, Professor and Architect, Mrs. Evelyn Kanku, other distinguished members of the high table, including the chairman of the College of Fellows, you know, in political cycles, where I just came from, when you have left the office, people find it difficult to identify you by what you are currently doing, and they will remind you are the former chief of staff. When you go to political occasions, or when you go to launchings, the moment they call you that, it simply means the amount of money you are going to give is going to be very large. But this is a professional gathering of members of the building profession. These are a crop of professionals that are saddled with the responsibility of the production of buildings. And most importantly today, as has been said, to mark the induction of very senior members of the profession who have cut their teeth in the practice of this noble profession, both in academia, in consultancy, and in the general construction activities. I join the planners, the members of the executive, in welcoming each and every one of you here present to this occasion of this investiture. I have no doubt in my mind that the occasion which you started since yesterday, I was told, are making you to break new grounds in the building profession. And today, without wasting much time, we have an erudite scholar, a practitioner in the architectural profession, Professor and architect Evelyn Kankum, who will give us a brief talk not exceeding 25 minutes on the role of fellows in institutes such as the Nigerian Institute of Building. I have no doubt in my mind that she will be doing justice to this in a short while from now. On behalf of myself and members of the quantity surveying profession which I represent too, I want to welcome each and every one of you and wish you a successful outing in this AGM. Thank you, and may God bless.
Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Yes, we are moving on the program. There are two groups of people I'm always very careful in giving microphone to speak. The first group is a pastor, and the next group is a teacher. And we are going to form the third group now. But today, I have the privilege of giving the microphone to a teacher, I'm very sure of that, being a professor, and also to a woman. And I know that I am going to be pleasantly disappointed today because she's not going to spend so much time in the address. If you agree with me, put your hands together for the keynote speaker of today, and that is architect Professor Evelyn Alu Kankum. A round of applause, please. Madam, over to you.
Thank you very much. Let me start by saying that in architecture, we don't have women. In architecture, we are all architects. Good evening, and thank you very much for this opportunity to speak in this very special occasion. I went down memory lane when I became a fellow in 2017. And what came to my mind was, what else? What next? I can imagine the thoughts that some of the newly inductees will be having this evening. And initially, 3 days ago, when the president called me, he told me that I'll be speaking for 5 minutes, just a brief talk. But when the official letter arrived, I saw that it was more than a 5-minute talk. I was asked to speak for not more than 25 minutes. Then I said, this is a very serious business. So you can imagine the sleepless nights that I've had, and to be able to make this presentation go well, I hope. I have given them some slides that I'm going to be speaking to with us together, and I'm supposed to be speaking on the role of the fellow in a professional institute. And luckily, we are all in the built environment as professionals. And so I kind of track the title I was given a bit, and so I'll be speaking on the role of the fellows in the built environment professional institutes, expectations, and the way forward.
You can use this.
In the middle. The middle one, right? Okay. So by way of outlines, this is what we are going to be looking at right from the introduction to the recommendations that we will be having. Okay? Now, the question is, globally, it's not a Nigerian thing that we have the built environment professionals. And these built environment professionals are said to have very, very important role, because whatever we do affects not just the environment that we're working with, it also affects the general public. And so therefore, who are those? You can see that the builders have been bolded, but we have the architects, builders, quantity surveyors, estate surveyors, specialized contractors, and the likes. And you can see that we have some hazard, helmets. And I hope as professionals, when we wear these helmets, we know whether we're wearing the right one or the wrong one. I don't know if the builders know which color they're supposed to be using. Any answers? Okay. Let me leave it as an assignment. Now, because as professionals, we're engaged in design, construction, planning, management of the space that we find ourselves, the physical structures, and of course, anything that we do supports human activities around us. So we go about doing things, but in doing them, how do we go about doing them as professionals? So, and what are the categories even within our institute? So I went to the Niob website to kind of see what you have. So we say we have different categories of members, starting from the student membership to the fellowship members. And in so doing, you could see that right from this, we have obligations. So it's not just becoming a member, but that you have the honors to pay your dues as members of whatever categories that you find yourself. So, what does the Institute expect of us as members? They expect that we'll be responsible. We will have to be leaders, not bosses. We have to be innovative in the things that we do. And of course, we're encouraged to carry out research to advance our profession. And continuous education is very important, because they say if you stop educating yourself or you have stopped learning, you must be in your grave. And of course, we must promote professionalism. And in being responsible, what are those things that we should do? Of course, very important that the ethics and the moral obligation of the profession is being upheld. And so, as you become fellows today, or as you are already fellows, you are expected to protect the integrity of your profession. You're supposed to promote whatever makes it tick. And of course, it's not a matter of, you can see this guy in the middle. Someone is trying to lift the profession up, but somebody is, of course, I don't care. Anything goes. After all, I'm now a fellow. So those are the kind of things we want to look at. Is that what the calling is for? And of course, we said we're supposed to be leaders. We're supposed to lead by example. We're not supposed to be bosses. You can see this man in front. I didn't want to use any human picture, so nobody will say, oh, it was my picture that was used as an example. But we know that in our ability as leaders, we should be able to influence and mentor others. We should be able to make things active, sustainable, and tangible. We must be innovative in finding solutions to whatever things that we do, whether we're designers, we're builders, we're quantity surveyors, whatever that we are, we must show leadership, because the profession will not end with us. We need people to come behind us, and we need the profession to move on. So in terms of leadership, we're supposed to join hands with others and make sure this profession moves forward as far as the expectations of leadership is concerned. Now, we say we should be innovative. Too many things are happening. Technology is moving faster than you can imagine. And if you're not abreast with what's going on, then you'll be left behind. You will not even be able to lend your hand to somebody who wants to come up, because he may be asking you questions about things that you are supposed to know as a leader. But because you have not been abreast, you will not know. Too many tools are being developed. You know, before we go through the rigors, taking 10 hours, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month to come up probably with just one sheet of a design or a test in a soil lab or something. But now with technology and science, these things are at our fingertips. So we must, as professionals and as fellows, embrace this so that whatever we do, we will do it to the progress of the Institute. Okay? And then research. Research is very important. Without research, you can't advance. Even your innovations will not come through if there are no research that go before them. So in doing research, we kind of enhance our capacity, our skills, and we'll be able to harness all the modalities, all the information that we have together, and then kind of fusion into the global happenings. Because if we stay back, things are moving and we're not moving with what's going on, we'll be left behind. We will not be able to contelex our own information with the global happenings and be able to fit in. And in Hausa, they will say you will become a kifin rigia because you really don't know what's going on and you cannot contribute because you have not participated in any sort of research that is expected. Of course, we say education is very important. And it goes without saying. And of course, we say you must never stop learning because education is a light in the place where there's darkness. Education is the most important weapon that we can use to create change or to cause a shift in our thoughts, in our thinking, in our direction. It is a light even to a blind person who doesn't even know what light is. But once the person is educated, it does happen. Professionalism. You know, when you are a professional, you must inject growth. In your professionalism, if you are not able to develop another person or mentor another person, you have failed. So as a professional, we're supposed to be custodians of what the institute is all about. We're supposed to promote ethics, like we have mentioned before. And in the different fields that we find ourselves, we have people in the academia, we have people in private practice, we have people in public practice. So wherever you find yourself, let it be known that, oh, he's a professional. You know, even amongst ourselves, sometimes you call friends, colleagues, you say, this one, he's Mr. Professional. It means that you don't take half measures. You do it thorough, and you do it the right thing. You do it to standard. You do it to the expectations of what the quality of your profession indicates and expects. So what are the way forwards? Of course, all the things that are being expected from us, that we should educate ourselves. We should hold firm the ethics of the profession. You see, this picture of ethics, there are taller people there, there are short people there are fat people there are blacks, white. So when it comes to the ethics of the profession, there is nothing like, oh, we don't belong to the same club. Oh, we don't belong to the same religion. You must protect that which you hold there. For you to be at this point in your professional journey, to be a fellow, it means you must be part of the growth and development of the institute that so recognizes you to be a fellow. So what are we saying? That it is in our expectations that fellows in the built environment, and particularly in the Niob circles, that you need to build the environment. You need to offer your services to the best of your ability. You know, the industry is a very competitive one. People come from overseas and they get jobs that we are supposed to get. And they say, well, but I don't think you're qualified, or we have not seen what you have done before, or, you know, so we should be able to stand our ground, protect our profession, give conditions to those who are coming that don't belong. That yes, it is a profession that you can practice everywhere, but if you come to my territory, you must do that which is ethical, which goes with the code of conduct of the institute, and we must at all times join hands, promote the culture of the institute. Anything that is worth doing, make sure it is institute-based, not somebody will say, well, I heard they say in this institute this is what they do, or that is. It must be documented, it must be in your records that this is what's going on. And what are those things that I want to recommend? I have the full text anyway. This is just because people are hungry and people are wanting to take their investiture. So I'm just kind of giving you a taste of what the full paper is all about. So what are we saying? That professional institute must manage the professional practices alongside the regulatory bodies with the support of the findings of its research. Scientific innovations can come up because of that, and we must take ownership and remember that people count more than machines. So these processes must also be sustainable. And we must develop sector-based framework for professionalism in the built environment, research based on the principles of ethics, impact, integrity, relevance, quality, and sustainable engagements and its practices. We must create a culture of flexible professionalism which easily provide feedbacks and mentoring and addressing unprofessional conduct by all categories of membership. You know, because you are now a fellow, you think you have reached the apex. Nobody looks at you. There are things you will do that are not acceptable. And I hope that the institute have mechanism to check such mishaps. No. Go back. Okay? So we must encourage fellows of the institute to participate in every activity. Because if you don't know what's going on in the institute, how will you mentor another person? How will you promote your institute? So you need to be part of what's going on. And I'm sure you have seen one or two things while you were at the back seat, you know, that you will now bring forth, now that you are a fellow, to be able to discuss it in a higher level, to be able to promote the institute by your contributions. But if you stay back, such information will not be out. So, finally, you are now a fellow, and it's not the end journey of your contributions. So you must pay your dues. You must donate, whether in cash or in kind, to be able to help the institute move. Without putting your hands together, it will not work. It's not a one-man show. So every member of the institute, especially those at the fellowship, College of Fellows, you must seem to be active, to contribute, whether in cash or in kind. Sometimes a student just needs you to tell him, this is what I need to do. So you must be available to those who are yearning to climb the ladder, because others helped you climb the ladder. And so it will be a joint. So congratulations. And the next, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, thank you for your time. I hope I made some impact. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. A round of applause again. I told you that I will be pleasantly disappointed. Can I ask that we do that again for her? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. While I ask the cultural dancers to be getting ready, I need a very tight queue in this place. When I call you, I want to see you here. Please let me acknowledge the presence of some of our VIPs who are here, dignitaries both within and without. We have some of our past presidents here. We have some of our Board of Trustees members who are here. And I think it's just ideal for us to acknowledge their presence here. Let me start with the second vice president, Builder Bimbo Kolade. You are highly recognized. Please, let's encourage them. The third vice president, Builder Idris, you are recognized. Of course, we have the immediate past president, Builder Kunle Awobodu, who is present here. Of course, we have members of the Board of Trustees. We have two of them that are here. And we want to recognize the presence of Builder Ali Ova. Let's put our hands together for him. And of course, Builder Mrs. Bolaniwa, Alaja Bolaniwa, you are highly recognized. Of course, we have the pioneer chairman of the Association of Professional Women Builders, who is here, Builder Mrs. Lamy, you are most welcome. Of course, we have the current president here, Builder Mrs. Akinyoade Florence. Let's acknowledge their presence, please. Of course, we have past President T.B. Shuaib, who is well regarded. We have my own president, Builder Didi Jambo. You are recognized, sir. Of course, we have Builder Chuks Omeife, past President Chuks Omeife. You are well recognized. We have this gathering, the fellow who are just giving us the keynote address, the keynote speaker is a professor, and in gathering like this, you have a lot of professors who are here. Of course, don't forget the fact that my president is a professor. Let's acknowledge him again. I have a couple of our professors here, and I have Professor Martins Dada. Yes, I have Professor Kunya, who is also here. Professor Shehu Bostani is also here. Let's put our hands together. And we have a couple of other dignitaries who are here. But please, as we go on in the program, we'll be recognizing them. But let me quickly put this caveat that the recognition is not in any particular order. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I remember in those days after our examination, we'll go out to flex. For those who enjoy flexing, you will know the meaning of flexing. And so it's time for us to flex. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to say that all work and no play makes the jack a dull boy. And so we want to invite the cultural group to come in and entertain us. Cultural group, is your turn. Take over the stage. Thank you very much. Begin to round up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A round of applause. A round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's time to go. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. That was beautiful. Nigeria is blessed. There is so much cultural diversity. And in our diversity, there is strength. I watched my Vice Chairman, College of Fellow dancing. I know that dancing should not be strange to you as an Ekiti man. The only one I'm not sure of is the Honorary General Secretary. You know? But you will agree with me that that was beautiful. We must continue to keep our cultural heritage. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. Nigeria is blessed, seriously. And so, we are moving on with the program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also have here with us a former registrar of the Nigerian Institute of Building, and that is no other person than builder Mrs. Enebe. Let's put our hands together for her. And of course, we also have a former Assistant Honorary General Secretary, actually my own Assistant Honorary General Secretary, Builder Balarabe. Let's put our hands together. I'll continue with that recognition as we go on, as we see more of our people coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to the main event of the day. But before then, we have goodwill messages. Goodwill messages. I was going to be tempted to ask you that which one is the real cocoa, but I know what has happened on my program, that the real cocoa has been taken to a place in the program. I'm not asking anybody to tell me what's the real cocoa. Of course, item 7. It will be served very soon. So, goodwill messages. I've been left with to use my discretion to call people for the goodwill messages. But I know definitely that I have people here I will call for goodwill messages. Builder Overser, come and give us goodwill message. Let's hear from you. You are a veteran. In this profession, you are one of the leaders here. Give us goodwill message. I'm not going to prepare anybody ahead. I will just call you.
My president, our distinguished guest speaker, the chairman College of Fellows, and all my leaders here, our past presidents, and my colleague, board of trustee members, our presidential train, and our distinguished inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy that our current breed of trustees are here, and we are here for them this evening. But just like as the guest speaker has said, the enormous responsibility is for us to project the profession in a way that you'll be admired by the upcoming builders. And also we'll be able to create synergy among our peers in the built environment. My own passionate appeal is that we should do more in whatever we have been doing in order to be able to know that builders are builders in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We should also be able to mentor the upcoming builders for them to know that their course of direction is something that has to be well articulated and taken care of in the interest of the national development. And we hope that we shall continue to work assiduously to project the profession in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If there's anybody that you must take good care of and behave yourself with, and that person is your wife. And the wife of a general, they say is a general. I don't know. The wife of a professor is also what? A professor. Because that is the most important professor. I remember when I was doing my PhD, my wife tolerated me because all the house, you will see books here and there. So I begged her, I said, please, let me finish this one. I promise you I will behave myself after. And after, I was able to behave myself. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the wife of the president is the president, the real president. And so we have the wife of our president here. I was just informed that she just came in quietly. And that is Builder Professor Mrs. Isau. Put your hands together for her, please. Madam, please rise for recognition. It's your day of celebration. Yes, you are the one that's... yes. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for giving him to us. We will soon release him to you. Let's put our hands together. Let's celebrate this woman for God's sake. You think it's easy going away for weeks and all that, and she will be holding forth. We appreciate you so much, ma. God bless you. You can sit down, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next person, and after him, I think the inductees should be getting ready. It is not easy to be a fellow. I can tell you that for free. And you heard from the guest speaker. She really nailed it on the head. Madam, we appreciate your presentation, ma'am. And so, the next person I will call, I can hear tick-tock, tick-tock. I hope this man will not call me. But I'm going to call that person now. Builder Kunle Awobodu, immediate past president. Come and give us. You will see the difference, how the microphone will be vibrating. God, Builder Kunle Awobodu is a mobilizer, is an aluta. We went to school together, so I can say a lot about him. You will hear, just see. Over to you, my past president.
What a night. My president, I greet every one of you. Yesterday, I thought, should I still be here? I might not be noticed. My absence might not be noticed. That people will be too many. One or two people warn me that you have to be here. I was busy on Saturday assignment in Lagos. I'm happy to be here. It is not easy to fight for builders' cause. You must be strong-hearted brave. Because this profession, building, you have so many people that want to partake in the activities. Almost every time, as a leader, you must lobby to get things done. My great builders, great builders, great builders, I want to assure you in this new dispensation, there will be more jobs for our builders. You remember as if we foresaw some of these things. We brought in the current governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Builder Francis Ogbonayan Wifiru, the first builder to become governor in Nigeria. Very strategic, as if we saw it coming. Then just now, Architect Dangiwa, you remember him? The former MD of Federal Mortgage Banks of Nigeria. Very close to NIOB during my tenure. He's now the Minister of Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. So very close to us. Senator Benga Dane, we also brought him in, very close to us. He's now in charge of Navy. My president, the chairman of Navy. There was an assignment we are back on, and we must pursue it. In that house, in 2019, November, there was a resolution in respect of fighting building collapse. NIOB was clearly mentioned. A letter was written to me as the president then. We must pursue it. Benga Dane and other senators are already pursuing it. So, the Builders' Day was to be united. We have gone far, they will pursue it. I think, let me say congratulations to all. We are very hopeful. But I will round up in a way like this because we have students, leaders here. I started from that level. Aluta continua a Victoria Asata a successful superficial. Mathemata.
In the beginning was the Word. The Word is now. That was coolly for you. My past presidents, you cannot take it away from him, a mobilizer. A mobilizer to a fault. Let's put our hands together for him. That is the passion. I hope the inductees are watching. You can see all the people that we have brought forward, people you are seeing. They are your mentors. They have been there. They have put in so much into this profession. And I expect that from you. And so, my president, Chairman College of Fellows, it is now team speak after so that you can talk to the inductees at the field. That is the ideal thing. No, it will talk to the inductees when he's talking. That's the best time. So, who do you want me to call now? Okay. Yes. The main reason why we are here. The new inductees, I'm going to issue some commands to you. And that's the power of the microphone. And you will see, I never knew I had so much power each time I hold this microphone until I see people obey me when I talk. Let me give you an example now. All inductees, rise on your feet. Oh, the microphone is powerful. Oh my God. All inductees, file out on one line and move to the front. Are you there? File out here. Yes, just one line. No, you have to in one single file, please. Yes. It's not easy to be a fellow. Yes, one single file. Yes. Okay, let's make it two because of the. Will it take one? Okay. Okay, spread then. Yes, spread. Yes. Admit wọn tán sà ẹ̀yin máa ẹ̀sán. Wọ́n bá ti ṣe joint post all them one after the other. Kò tí ì lóòtú tán o. Yes. Are we set? The inductees? All inductees turn back. Yes.
Okay. You stay after me. You put your name. This day, the 16th day of August, 2023, I acknowledge and accept my duty to provide sustainable shelter that will address the housing needs of the nation, Nigeria. I pledge to be loyal and committed to the Nigerian Institute of Building, Niob, in promoting the science, technology, management, and practice of building construction in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. You will sign later, my president, sir, the confirmation.
By the powers conferred on me as President of the Nigerian Institute of Building and Chairman of Council, I hereby pronounce you fellows of the Institute of Building with all the privileges and responsibilities attached thereto. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you and God bless you.
When you hear your name, you step forward to be decorated. Number 1, Builder Adiagbo Dorcas Omolola, FNIOB. Let's clap for her, please. Okay. Past President Builder Shuai, please, you are needed here. Join us here. The Chairman Women Builder, Mrs. Akinyoade, the female fellows here. Mrs. Akinyoade, are you there? Builder Adelakun should be getting ready. Adelakun, Adebayo, Nuruddin, be getting ready. Okay, go and dress the lady. Go and help out. Builder Adiagbo Dorcas Omolola, FNIOB. Please go ahead and decorate her. Yes, I haven't done that of Builder Diagbo Dorcas. Now we are going to proceed to the line with the high table, the chairman, the president, and every one of us will move and decorate you where you are. We are looking at the time. The time is fast spent. So you'll be decorated where you are. Let's move. Yes. And we have Builder Adelakun Adebayo, FNI, Nurudi, FNIOB. No, just stay there, just stay there. We have Builder Adeleke Ademola Olufemi. We have also Builder Adeosun Juliana Olawale, FNIOB. Okay. No, give me the flag. Yes. Where are the flags? Builder Adeleke. Hey, Oluwafemi, where are you? You are there, okay. Now, this is a plaque for him. Who is dressing him up? Okay. Builder Adeosun Olawale. Olawale, okay. Adeosun Olawale, my president. Builder Adesanya O Ademola. Okay. Builder Adesanya. Please, immediately you are decorated, go back to the line. Go back to the line. Let's. Builder Akagu S. Edic. Builder Akagu S. Edic. Builder Akagu. Builder Auru Uwondo. Builder Auru Uwondo. Oh, beautiful. Is here. Okay. Okay, please come. They said that's where they want. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, Droba. Builder Auru Uwondo. My president. Okay, Builder Auru Uwondo. Oh yeah, Egba. Please let me move there. Builder Barambu Umar, get ready. Builder Barambu Umar. Builder Barambu Umar. Builder Barambu Umar, where are you? Okay. Please step forward. Please step forward. Builder Barambu Umar. Builder Bello Iliasu, get ready. Builder Bello Iliasu, get ready. Just get ready. Builder Umar. Builder Billy Aminu. Baba, get ready. Builder Billy Aminu, Al Baba, get ready. Let's be fast about it. Billy Aminu. Al Baba, that's Billy Aminu Al Baba. Builder Ibrahim Mohammed, get ready. Builder Ibrahim Mohammed, get ready. Builder Ibrahim Mohammed, get ready. Builder Azan Mashi, get ready. Builder Azan Mashi, get ready. Builder Azan H. Machi. Okay. All right. Egba. Builder Isumobi Godfrey, get ready. Builder Isumobi Godfrey. Godfrey Isumobi. I don't think he's here. Just hold it. Just stand by. Esumobi Godfrey. Okay. Either the Gamma Samson gets set. The Gamma Samson gets set. Either the Gamma Samson gets set. The Gamma Samson. Do that Marcus Samuel get ready? Okay, Marcus Samuel. No, just hold it. Marcus Samuel is here. Oh yeah. Marcus Samuel. Congratulations. Marcus Samuel. Daniel Sonny gets set. Daniel Sonny gets set. Brother Daniel Sonny. Daniel Sonny, are you there? Okay. Builder Agege Brent. Builder Agege Brent, are you here? All right. The road Brent. It's your fault. Who did it? Your name is Brenda. Or the road Brent. The road Brent. Builder Agege Brenda. Okay? So, Mrs. Oya, you step forward to decorate. Oya, move forward. Builder Ọdún Owó Ọlátòkúnbọ̀. Ọdún Owó Ọlátòkúnbọ̀. Get set. Congratulations. Builder Ọdún Owó Ọlátòkúnbọ̀. Ọdún Owó Ọlátòkúnbọ̀. Builder Ogoro Kingsley, are you there? Just a minute. Yes. lóye rí obìnrin kan tó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn náà obìnrin kan nìyẹn ń bẹ̀ yẹn. kí ni kémi wá ṣe ní fún un tó látàárọ̀. ìṣọ̀lẹ̀ máa ń fún mi ṣe yẹn náà ọjọ́ ẹjọ́ ara. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Odunowo. Brother Ogoro Kingsley. Ogoro Kingsley.
Yes.
Brother Ogushola Abimbola. Brother Ogushola Abimbola, get set. Ogushola Abimbola. Stand by. Congratulations, Ogoro Kingsley. Congratulations. Brother Ogushola Abimbola. Ogushola Abimbola. Thank you, Brother Ogoro. Congratulations. Brother Ogushola Olusegun, get set. Ogushola Olusegun, get set. Ogushola Olusegun. Brother Muhammad Abubakar. Brother Muhammad Abubakar, get set. Oh yeah, Muhammad Abubakar. Don't forget your phone there. Is that not your phone? It's expensive now. Brother Muhammad Tijani, get set. All right. Muhammad Tijani.
First vice. First vice.
Builder Ransom Poncho, get set. Ransom Poncho. Congratulations. 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 Poncho Ransom. Ransom. Builder Ransom. Builder Olafimihan Adepoju. Get set. Olafimihan Adepoju. Congratulations. Olafimihan Adepoju, step forward. All right, thank you. Thank you. Olafimihan Adepoju. Builder Oladogbon Funlola, get set. Builder Oladogbon Funlola. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Oladogbon Funlola, builder. The next person. Builder came, get set. Usman Okehi, get set. Congratulations. Congratulations. Usman Okehi. Usman Okehi. Olatunji Abimbola, get set. Olatunji Abimbola. Tunji Abimbola, get set. Congratulations. Olatunji Abimbola. Come closer. They are distracted. Builder Ojo Temitope, get set. Ojo Temitope. Congratulations. Fellow. Congratulations. Next person. Temitope. Builder Omali Ame, get set. Congratulations. Congratulations. Builder Omali, congratulations. Congratulations. Builder Omali. Builder Ogunleye Olasoji, get set. Congratulations. Ogunleye Olasoji. Ogunleye Olasoji. Builder Chinasa Ogweri. Jay, it's your turn. Congratulations. 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 Congratulations, oh. Builder Chinasa Ogweri. Wow, I've been standing. That's how they work. Builder Shuaib Daba, get set. Builder Shuaib Daba, it's your turn. Builder Salihu Mahmoud, get set. Congratulations. Don't make sense. Builder Salihu Mahmoud. Àwọn wà ń sálẹ̀, àwa senior wà lókè. When you are too beautiful, people will be distracted. What is the attraction? So it's the person that is beautiful that people will be distracted. But if the person who are beautiful, you see, she's using majority to do her own. She didn't know that I was watching her. The last and not the least, Builder Saeed Guli. All newly inducted fellows should be on a single line. We want to take photograph with you. The senior fellows will take photograph with you. Maintain that single line. Let's do it snappily. All newly inducted fellows, be on a single line. Come and take photograph with the senior fellows. To our service we must arise and build. Help us, oh God, the chief builder, and to promote our cause. Yes, all newly inducted fellows, please report here. Let's do that snappily. You can do your photograph later. Newly inducted fellows, come and take photograph. Just on a single line. Just face the exit while all the senior fellows can join us here to take photograph with the newly inducted fellows. The senior fellows, take your photograph later. Newly inducted fellows, come. Be on a single line. We have senior fellows here. We'll be at the top here. The senior fellows should be at the top here. All senior fellows here. Past President Shuaib. President Shuaib. Come and take photograph with the newly inducted, all the senior fellows here. Come and take photograph with the newly inducted fellows. Now, set, get set. Yes, arrange yourself well. Just face the exit. You will take photograph later. Come and take the photograph and let's round up this program for God's sake. Line up here now. Get close. Yes. Yes. Honorary, step down. Just stay there. All right. Face the exit. Face the exit. Yes. Congratulations to all newly inducted fellows. That's a great one. Yes. Thank you very much. All the women newly inducted fellows, the women stay while I invite the APBWN. Come and take photograph with your fellows now. All the women newly inducted fellows stay after the photograph. Congratulations, that's enough. Oh yeah, so all the women, the newly inducted women fellows. Newly inducted women fellows, come and take photograph here. APBW, OYN. Professional women builder, come and take photograph with your own. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. dedication to our service, we must arise and build. Help us, oh God, the shipbuilder, and to promote our cause. That's all right. Congratulations, everybody. Let's continue the program. That means the person gave me all this
One of the.
And I sent another message, didn't get to you.
Okay,
Just so
one
that
of
we can
trustees.
meet up.
Yeah.
Well, I recognize him as my president.
Okay, that's it. I have a double cap.
So next time,
Okay. Now, it's time for us to recognize our special guests, our awardees. So we want to invite our chairman of this occasion. Chairman, sir, it's time for us to recognize and acknowledge you. And so we want to invite you to please step forward. May I invite my chairman of Carbon, Dr. Opalua, to present this to the chairman of this occasion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The chairman of this occasion, the former chief of staff, Government House, Plateau State, on behalf of the Nigerian builders, we appreciate you. We thank you for coming here this evening. You have identified with us, and we know that you have more reach even beyond Government House now, and that you will be useful to building and to builders. And for taking this time to be here with us, we want to thank you and to appreciate you. Congratulations. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for that. The chairman has just been awarded. Congratulations. And of course, the next awardee is our keynote speaker, Architect Professor Evelyn Aliu Kankom. Please step forward, madam, while I invite my president to come and present this award. President, sir, come and present the award.
On behalf of the Nigerian Institute of Building and indeed the College of Fellows, we present to you this plaque of appreciation for finding time to be here as guest speaker and indeed presenting a very wonderful paper to us this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will notice that we have inducted our new fellows of the Institute. But at least one of them must speak on their behalf. And And so I want to invite Yes. But just before I invite the inductee, the Tiaroba fellow that will respond on their behalf, let me invite the Chairman, Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria to give them words of advice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, MC. The President, Nigeria Institute of Building, the Chairman of Occasion, permit me to rest on established protocols. Our new fellows, do I have your ears? Congratulations. I particularly want to congratulate the College of Fellows for this particular set. Among this set, the Chairman College of Fellows is a member of Council of Carbon, Builder Ogoro, FNIOB now. And I can see a number of chapter chairmen and other captains of industry here. Congratulations once more. I have a few things to tell you, but before then, let me state my observation this evening. While our guest speaker was speaking directly to you on your role in the industry, I noticed that only few of you were taking notes. You have arrived at the apex of your profession. But let me assure you that if you don't work harder, you will not go higher. And our intent in recognizing you to this extent is that you continue to move forward higher and leave the profession higher. She gave us about 6 points that are your rules. And if you notice, she came in here with her own insignia as a fellow of Nigerian Institute of Architects. That's the number one thing you must do. This evening, you have been given a lapel pin. Any official function that you are attending from today, wear your lapel pin. Identity was one of the first things she mentioned this evening. Don't forget, if you forget any other thing, don't forget your identity as a fellow of Nigerian Institute of Building. And that is important to us. On behalf of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, your own council that you belong to, I charge you with 3 things. Number 1, expertise. Today you have become a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Building. You are now adjudged an expert. And you must prove your expertise in deed and in action. I want to say my joy at the announcement, the contribution of the immediate past president of NIOB, Builder Kunle Awobodu, this evening. With the government getting settled and with a lot of people who have interest in building and our friends in positions that are relevant to us, you will be needed to take this profession to the next level. Nigeria will call upon you, and you must be ready to answer. The next thing is advocacy. From now henceforth, you are an ambassador of the profession at the highest level. Wherever you are, you must know that you carry on your shoulders this profession of building. Right from the artisan, through the technician, the technologist, the builder, and then you who is a fellow. All of them are resting on your shoulders. And you must advocate for us wherever you are located or wherever you are found. Finally, mentoring. is a third leg. Today you are a fellow. The success of your fellowship is how many fellows you produce in the next few years to come. You must pick corporate members now and begin to mentor them so that they too will become fellows. In conclusion, let me say that you have taken an oath this evening. Many of you just said it. When you go home tonight, please think about the oath you have taken. You have agreed before God and before Nigerian builders that you will promote the science, the technology, the management, and the practice of building. Never fail to do that. God bless you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. And on that note, let me invite one of the Tiaroba fellow, one of the latest fellows, to come and speak on behalf of all the newly inducted fellows. And who is that person? Builder Mrs. Adiagbo, Professor Mrs. Adiagbo Dorcas Omolola, FNIOB. Put your hands together for her. AGS, please get set to give the vote of thanks. Speak on behalf of your fellow inductees.
Great builders. I would like to recognize our president, the president of Nigerian Institute of Building, Professor Y.D. Zam, my mentor, my cheerleader, the champion that has really nurtured and mentored some of us to be able to stand before you today as newly inducted fellow. He has really worked on us. Prof will say, you can do it. You will be able to do it. It was always challenging and encouraging us, and today I'm standing to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the newly inducted fellows. I would like to recognize the chairman of Coburn. The guest speaker happens to be my deputy dean from University of Jos, the ARC Professor Evelyn Kangum, our incoming president, the chairman of the occasion. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. On behalf of the newly inducted fellows, we would like to promise that because of this honor done to us this evening, because of the induction process that we have gone through, and we were privileged to listen to the guest speaker, the need for us to play our role. Induction into the fellowship cadre of Nigerian Institute of Building is not for fun. It's not for us to brag. It's a call to responsibility. And part of the responsibility that has been outlined for us, some of us have been mentoring, but by the reason of this induction into the fellow cadre, we promise on behalf of all the newly inducted fellows to do more, to be role models wherever we find ourselves, to be good ambassador of Nigerian Institute of Building, to take the institute to enviable heights. We promise our unalloyed loyalty to the institute. And we appreciate all the efforts of the organizing committee. It is not easy to put things together and to record huge success that we have recorded this evening. Once again, I appreciate all the contributions, all the encouragement. Thank you, and we promise to take the institute to enviable heights. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what is the cocoa? The cocoa is item 7. And we are going to go into that now. But first of all, let me ask the SGS, at least to appreciate every one of us. SGS, over to you.
Thank you, my senior colleagues, Thank you very much for the job well done. I have this privilege just to say thank you to every one of us that is present. I know it's not easy. Time is very, very important. But for taking your time, you're supposed to be on your bed now, sleeping or enjoying yourself. It's not by food. It's not because of food. It's not because of anything. It's just for us to fellowship together, and that's why we are here. We want to say thank you to every one of us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience, because we know we have been expecting to go into item 7, but we will get there. We are almost there. But I will also want to say thank you to the president of the Institute, the chairman, College of Fellows, the inductees, the senior colleagues seated, the fellow of the fellow, the hierarchy fellow. And you know, in everywhere you have hierarchy. We have hierarchy fellow seated. So I will, on behalf of the College of Fellows, I will seize this opportunity to say thank you very much. We appreciate you all. For those whom we have not touched by error or by proxy for getting one thing or the other from us, we want to say we are sorry. We didn't expect that we are going to have this kind of mammo crowd, but it is God. We give it to God. We appreciate you for coming. For you not getting one of the bags or the present in front of you, it's not that we ignore you. It's not that you are not valuable. It's not that you are not part of us. You are part of us. We want to appreciate you. Just take us like that. It comes like that sometimes. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my HGS. So it's now time for us to hit. And the I table and the first 2 rows, we use the front, while others will use the back. But meanwhile, tomorrow, fellows breakfast for the newly inducted fellows. You better listen now, because there's senior in fellowship. You know, you are just JJC fellows. So the breakfast fellowship tomorrow at the Diamond Conference Room at the main building is by 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm the one that will pick the latecomers. So I'll be looking for the new fellows. And those of us from this row to the back, let us go to the serving point at the back. Bon appetite. Thank you very much. Yes.